Greetings and hello there. Welcome to the 6th Walpurgis night in Limbus Company. I figured, you know what? I did struggle myself a little bit. So I thought I'd put out a little air quote guide to help people, at least point you in the right direction. Now, I cannot guarantee that we will actually win or lose this one, but at least I'll go through what happens. I have beat it quite a few times. I've done quite a few of the missions. I cannot figure out this one for the life of me, but it is what it is. Now, I have used several different teams. This one has been my favorite one to use, but for this one, I'm actually going to use my Rupture team, because I quite like using the HA Pack Mal branches, which has been pretty good, and they did the most amount, in all honesty. It was insane how well they did, in all honesty. A little bit of a slower build-up compared to the Fire team, which I have, but you know what? It works very well. Now, for those who don't know immediately, it will up-tie every ID to at least 3, I believe, and will also make them level 55 for this event, so, you know, you have quite a bit of choice. For new players, you may struggle because you'll just have the base sinners. I haven't tried it with the base sinners, but it is what it is, and I completely and fully understand that not everyone is going to have the same IDs that I have, but I was able to do it with several different team setups, so I'm hoping you also will find what will work for you. Now, the main thing is, you have this the squad leader, which is there. It will give the one who is in the lead an extra turn, as well as, like, basically, I think, better coin rolls and a few other benefits. And it's the same with the second one. They don't get the extra turn, like extra skill slots, should I say, sorry. But I think they do get a slight bit of benefits. Right now, I've got Faust, her one, and I've got also Bunny Ryoshu. So I've got the double bunnies, and I've got, like, a few of the others as well. Like, we've got Snek Gregor, we've got Snek Roger, we have Bunny Otis, and, of course, we have ourselves the who knew that she was actually Chinese Ishmael. So, yeah. Let's go in and see how we do. Now, I will do the Blasphemous thing to begin with, which is win rate, because it's just easier on this first phase to do so. Music's absolute banger. This, for whatever reason, always seems to do really well. Like, as you can see, I've got favored on every single one of these. I always make sure to check this just in case, because you definitely want to make sure you're clashing with this, and I'll get to it when we get to the phase afterwards. But the most important thing is to just start jamming on down to this absolutely freaking amazing tune. I love it. Now, even if you are favored, there is no guarantee, like here, as you just saw, that you're actually going to win the clashes. You will lose a few of them, which does suck. It's not an easy fight. I will say that one of the main reasons I like to use my burn team for it is they actually have a very good chance of basically good clashes with the Wrath skills. So, I mean, I personally find that very nice. Alright, we're in phase 2 now, or whatever phase you want to call this. You'll get a little cutscene if you're on easy mode, if you're on hard mode, you're going to get it. I'll probably do the dubbing of those at another point. But right now, the Queen of Hatred has arrived to join the team. And this is where it gets a little bit more important of what you check to see what's going on. Now, one of these skills will always target her. Unless you're going for the achievements to begin with, I would suggest just letting at least one of those kind of like hit her. Hit the win rate. Okay, we have favored. We've got a struggle here. So we're going to swap that one out. We're going to see if, which one was it? It was this one. See if there's anyone else who's got a better like chance of actually doing it. There's a neutral, but I could always take the one that's favored here and put it onto this. So obviously it will be favored. There's favored there as well, and then of course we've got to make sure we get that one sorted too. Yeah, a few of the struggles because I've got to reassign them anyway. So there we are, lovely jubbly. As much damage as possible. Thank you very much. I mean, that's also struggling, which is not very good. So I've got to like change the game because I completely messed up, and I am very, very sad over this. Usually her green skill will always be very good on there. Right, that's dominating. Got a lot of all hit in this one. If you can break a coin, go for it. If you can't, don't worry about it. There we are. We'll have a neutral on that one. Neutral's good enough. Neutral is good enough. Most of the time, Ishmael's one, if you have this ID, will be dominating because it's also a red coin. It can be a bit of a pain though to use since it's a single skill, but if it does work, it's very, very good. Like, Faust has the opportunity to do absolute tons of damage when you start stacking up all of the death rights. Ideally, some of the better IDs to use on this, because I do have Magical Girl Rod yet. I do not have Magical Girl Don Quixote yet. But I'm trying to think of like a decent enough team to sort of go with them. I did try a charge team. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. All right, now we have the sword phase. You got to pay attention. Which one of these has this debuff underneath, which is Helpless Tears? You need to make sure that you destroy these ones first, so that it will basically, you have to kill them in a certain order. Oh, these will just keep healing otherwise. So this is the main priority. You have to take this one down, but also making sure you keep the clashes going. This is incredibly important that you make sure you do clash with. If you clash it, it does next to no damage. If you don't clash it, it will rip you to shreds. So really, you really want to be clashing that one as best as you can do. Which it seems like right now, we are not looking good when it comes to the actual clashes. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I do not have a good one to clash with, which kind of sucks, in all honesty. Maybe we can get one of these in. Nice power counter. Power counter could work. It could work. But actually, no, wait. I have an ego. This is a good time to start using egos a little bit. Now it's favored. It's not, still once again, not the greatest, but it's better than nothing. And that's the main thing. Usually I'd have the green skill right now for Faust, and it would just always make sure that dominates that into absolute oblivion. So yeah, I want to get some resonance going as well, so we've got to make sure we also focus on this while also making sure we power those. Who is targeting her? There's no one targeting her right now, which is awkward. Very awkward indeed. That's a lot of struggles. I might restart this. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, Jesus is not with me this fine day. But you 100% want it with that skill to get to 5 clashes. Even if you lose it, it's still better to do the clash because I think it will break the coins regardless. And if you can break them, absolutely break them. Luckily, we were able to do such a thing. Therefore, you will now see it will do next to no damage. And that's basically the fight. Sort of. There's an extra little bit that's going to happen, I think, after this phase where the Queen of Hatred will start charging her skill. She started charging her laser. So yeah, we only managed to break 2 there, but it still did like next to no damage, so that's good. I won't deny for a second that this fight is difficult, just mostly due to the fact that the simple matter is it applies sinking, which would get your morale down, which does affect your clashing, which really sucks. That one's almost dead. You're doing pretty good. There's the big skill. That's favored. Usually your team captain will have the better clashing. Yeah, I want you to clash with that because you're going to act sooner. That's fine. And then the rest is who is attacking where. I want to get another clash onto this if I can do. That's a neutral, which is better than nothing. And there's a favored, so that's even better. Unfortunately, one of them is currently stagged, which I believe is Otis. Yes, it's hard to tell sometimes. Here's the charge. Let's go. We've got a lot of... I always forget which one it is. I think it's Envy. A lot of residents going on there. It's the green one. I always forget which one they are outside of Wrath, because Wrath is easy because it's red. But luckily, because this usually gets quite a lot of coin rollage, you tend to win the clashes with Bunny Faust. Yeah, Death Right Haste. You can't really hurt this thing right now. She's very difficult to hurt. I always forget what it's called at this moment in time. But you're just kind of trying to keep it at bay while you're destroying the sword. You gotta keep control of the amount of sinking, because if you do ignore it, it will hurt you more down the line. There's one sword in. If you get all three of the swords in, not only will it stun, well, the enemy, you put them in a stun lock, it will also, for the Night Despair, that's the name of it, it will also get instantly killed by the Queen of Hatred here. Now we've got a different one. We've got a favored there. Lovely, lovely. So we can keep going with this. You're going to attack the queen. That is absolutely fine. She's currently defending, so she's not going to take a lot of damage. We just need to make sure we clash at least one more skill. Does anyone that has better than neutral? Perfect. You have better than neutral. I will have you go for that. Okay, you're going to be struggling. That is fine. I've already established that Faust has a good skill with this. I'm just going to pile all the skills on as best I can do. Just to try and, like, destroy it. Because the quicker we destroy it, the better. It's kind of weird sometimes because, like, it says it's struggling, yet it said it was favored before, which is weird. I don't understand sometimes why it does that. It says neutral, now it's saying struggling. I don't quite know why it does it, but it does. So, either way, get in there. You can, if you really feel super confident, use win rate. I would not recommend using win rate for this, outside of the very first bit, which I did at the beginning. Now, I am an advocate for using win rate quite a bit, but only in content where it actually is good to use it, where you don't have to worry about reading. Yeah, that's pretty much the fight so far. If you are unlucky enough not to get all the swords down, this team will still kill her. Because, like, basically, each time one of the swords goes in as well, it will debuff. It will remove the defense up. So it was 10 originally, now it's 7. Once all of them in, like I said, it will be not going to be staggered. It will also have none of those defense buffs. And it should do a crap load of damage. That's the main thing with the Queen of Hatred's current laser that is going on right now. It won't hurt the swords. Alright, that's the second sigil up. There's 3 sigils. Oh no, sorry, that's the 3rd sigil up. So next turn, she's going to fire her laser. So really, we need to get rid of this. And we're not going to be getting it fully down by the looks of it. Unfortunately. Which absolutely sucks, in all honesty. Struggling, hopeless. It's not looking good. It's really not looking good on my end. But you know what? Yeah, at the end of the day, what we're going to do? We're going to use an ego. Make sure we get ourselves a good dominating thing. I'm going to ignore that other sword because I need to focus on getting that sword down. It can be difficult, in all honesty, to get them all down before she fires her laser. Not impossible. Just can be difficult. Look at the amount of damage she's doing because of the Death Right haste that's on it. The Death Right, sorry. I had it where she's doing around like 900 damage when she triggered that. I didn't even worry about it. That's the problem with the Rupture. This Rupture team is it is good on paper. The problem is that it's a build-up rather than a nuke. And that's why I quite like my fire team, because you apply a load of fire damage as well over time with the burning. And it all stacks up. Boom, boom, boom. The new ID, Mersort's one, where he's the capo. Very good. Very good. I've got a certain setup that I want to try out as well. But there you go. Second sword in. She is going to fire her laser. Unfortunately, we're not going to get it done in time. It does suck, but it is what it is. Luckily, we can get it down. Well, we get enough down. I'm going to use her to sort of things out a little bit here. Boom. Like, just everybody focus fire on this. What are we not clashing with right now? That one. So clash with it. Bet you just go for that one. Now, your favorite. Perfect. Here comes Arcana Slave. This will still do quite a bit of damage to the Knight of Despair. As you can see, the health is really far down. If you get all 3 swords into it, it will instantly kill it. Doesn't matter how much health it has. But luckily, because of the fact is, this is the Rupture team. They, like I said, doing absolute loads of damage. There is no shield anymore. So it doesn't matter that I don't get all 3 swords into it. I'm still going to clear it. And this is just the victory lap right now. Perfect. That sword is now going to penetrate the Knight of Despair. Now, unfortunately, the Queen of Hatred has now gone. She's gone back to, you know, confinement or whatever you want to go with. So now she is staggered. Perfect. It's just a victory. And dead. Victory. And that's the Knight of Despair fight. Like I said, if you're lucky enough to actually get it down, you'll be fine. With all 3 swords in, not an issue. So there's 2 ways to get it down. All 3 swords, kill them in order, get it down, get the king, they get the knight then instantly killed by the Arcana Slave. Survive long enough to destroy the swords. She'll shoot Arcana Slave anyway. It'll do a lot of damage. It'll be staggered. Finish it off while it's staggered. It's just, I say just that simple. But yeah, it does come with its own little difficulties. I might have had to absolute loads of damage. Like, honestly, God, if you have this one, which they did think about nerfing, use her. She's really, really good in this fight. She does so much damage. It's insane. Anyway, that's the Knight of Despair fight. Good luck. Hard mode is a different beast altogether. I have only cleared that once, and I can't remember what team I did it with. I think it was my burn team. It might have been with the same Rupture team. I don't remember. It was not easy. The clashes are not as easy to do, and I feel like it's a little overtuned personally. But I've at least been able to clear it, and I'm okay with that. So happy days. Now, I know for a fact there's going to be other people out there who cleared it like much easier. I do not have all the egos whatsoever. I only have what I have. Egos are very useful. As I was going to say at the start, it's very difficult to begin with because you do not start with any ego generation. Go with a team you're happy with and go with a team that can work. You will learn slowly what works versus it and what doesn't. Just try whatever clashes well. Use those to prioritize the one with the red ones where it's like the 5. You have to make sure you break that. You can use defense skills. Like, I had 5 as Gregor. I used his power counter, and he was able to, like, basically break it all the way and then refuel at the same time, which was great. But anyway, good luck in the fight. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you next time. Hopefully for some more Limbus Company stuff, where, of course, I'll be doing fan dubs as well as also mostly just fan dubs of the IDs and other things as well. But, yeah. It's a little something different. I don't tend to do these. And hopefully you've learned. Like, the fact that I've been able to defeat it shows that I can do it. Even if I'm a win rate Andy. But you know what? It is what it is. Check us out on twitch.tv/Swabsy. And I look forward to the next Kanto. Ta-ta for now.